Alright guys, so I decided to do a vlog for my project, and I had a little bit of trouble deciding what I wanted to do it on. There's so many things not wrong with the school, but things that we could talk about. For instance, where did the hot dogs go? I don't know if they all ever served them at the high school, I don't remember, but I know that they served them in middle school, and I know they served them as footlongs, and I know they served them as half footlongs, or 6 inches, whatever. But okay, those things cost the same price when they were foot long as they did when they were 6 inch. Am I the only one who ever noticed that they only had enough 6 inches the next day for what they didn't sell the day prior? Meaning that you're just getting recycled food for the same price for half as much. I don't know, maybe I'm the only one who saw it. But that's not the point, because I'm in high school and this is middle school things and whatever. Anyways, the point is, I ended up deciding to do my report on content filtering for the school internet. Not so much on the websites being filtered, but more on why they're filtered, the reasons given, and the consequences that can follow you. If you think about it, since you've started high school, or even middle school, I don't remember, to log on to the Wi-Fi, all you've needed to do was supply your login and password. And then you're on, and you can do whatever, barring whatever's blocked. But a lot of people don't even stop to think why that is. They just know you have to log on. But if you think about it, and that's so people can see what you're looking up. I guess mainly to see if you're looking up stuff you shouldn't be. I assume that's why. And the other day at lunch, I was hearing a story about a kid who was not following the rules for that, and he got in trouble for it. And I'm pretty sure I'm not positive, and this is journalism class, so I should be positive before I say this, but bearing in mind that this might not be true, he got suspended 2 weeks for whatever he was looking up. Now, alright, I get that. 2 weeks seems a little much, though, but I understand why he was punished. What I don't understand is why they are willing to punish people. If you think about, they've never really explained the rules to us. I mean, sure, they should go without saying, this is blocked for this, whatever. But no one's ever come out and told us why certain things are blocked. I mean, a one-sentence post on the content block page really doesn't ever do it justice if you think about it. I mean, if you think about it, I was on Huffington Post, or trying to be, for a AP US history article a while back. And it categorized Huffington Post as porn. Okay, first off, I'm pretty sure they don't put porn on a news website, a relatively respected one. So I didn't quite understand that. I mean, maybe that meant that the article I was looking up was inappropriate in its content, but the website itself wasn't. And we're in journalism class where we're taught to access as much information as possible. And Huffington Post is a reasonably respected area to access. So if we can't get there at school, how are we expected to really do? I mean, think about the other websites that are blocked, miscategorized as well, that you can't access for things that might have information you really need, yet you can access at home, and that'll be perfectly acceptable on a report. I mean, Huffington Post, for sure, was a big one for me, because I ended up using information on it, just not at school, and the paper was accepted. So the categorizing of the websites and how strict they are seems a little much to me. Another problem I have is the no accessing social media or forums or blogs at school. We're being told right now to write a blog or record a vlog, yet we can't access Twitter, Facebook, we can't access sites, and when we try it says blocked for forums, for blogs, for social networking. All these things we're supposed to be doing right now for this project, we couldn't access at school, depending on the site they're on. Yet the school has a devoted Twitter for announcements, so they're like, okay, you can't see the announcements at school because we only show them once a week, but if you're interested, you can check them out on Twitter. You just can't do it at school. It's like, oh, alright, so I can't go online at school to check the information that the school's posting. Now, I think they might have actually lifted the ban on Twitter. I don't get on it very often. I'm still stuck in Facebook, but whatever. So, if they lifted the ban on Twitter, that's a plus, and I'll take it back. But outside of that, we can't access a lot of blogging sites, and in journalism class, that's a major part of where we get our information. The second problem I have with this content filtering, outside of not being told how it works and why it's even blocked some of the time, it's miscategorized and it's not even whatever, is that the punishment seems a little severe, or maybe not so much severe as not properly pursued, I guess. I mean, there's no proof to show that that kid intentionally looked up whatever he did, or if it was even him, or just happened to be he stayed logged in on his Wi-Fi and someone had his phone. I mean, okay, more than likely it was him. I got you. But if you think about it, I clicked on a Huffington Post article while logged in on my account, categorized as porn. If they wanted to, if they really did, I could have gotten suspended for looking up porn at school. Yeah, I was just trying to look up a Huffington Post article. There needs to be some sort of way to identify if it was just a bad link, mistyped. I mean, there's a lot of sites that if you mistype, you go to the wrong place. Or some type of grace, like way to explain yourself, or be like, no, that's not what I was trying to do. Like, just something to show that, hey, I don't deserve this 2-week suspension, this day suspension, this anything. I didn't do anything wrong except do what I was told to do. And that's just, that we can't. The point that I'm trying to make in all of this is that, alright, so basically, the problem I have with the school, outside, there are plenty of things wrong, and I'm sure you guys will explore them all in your blogs and whatever logs, and you'll probably think of something more important than what I'm saying. Yeah, there are plenty of things more important than what I'm saying, but you're wrong, and I hate you. I'm sorry. I don't mean that. I don't hate any of you. And just because I'm kind of quiet, I guess, for the most part, I probably haven't even talked to some of you. You know, except for the guys in the back that I sit with, Mrs. Tedrow, Chris up front, Sean. Sean's not even in this class. Not sure why I used him as an example. I probably don't know you well enough to have any opinion of you or disagree with you. And the fact that you shouldn't... why do you even... Content filtering hasn't been defined at our school. We've never been given like a set out list of what things are acceptable, what to look out for, what keywords may be to watch out for that we type in. And until then, I feel like we as students don't deserve to be punished unless we are blatantly trying to break the rules of the school. Blatantly knowing that whatever we're looking up is going against the rules of the school. If it's an accident, I don't feel like we should be punished. I don't even feel like we should be watched individually so much as maybe as a group, like as a class, have a class login, or a class login, because then the whole class kind of could share the deal, because that way we would know that it was having to do with the class and not with like a particular student. So then you know that, oh, maybe it was related to a research project, or oh, maybe we were told to go here but we weren't allowed because of content filtering. Punishing students for what they look up seems like something that just isn't worth it when there's so many other bad things going on at this school that kids really should be watched more closely on if they're going to look at anything. And that just seems fair. I don't see how looking up something on Huffington Post or misclicking something should lead to you getting suspended. And I'm not saying it will, but I've heard of it happening, and I can't stand behind that. So I'm glad it took up like 10 minutes of you guys' time. I'm sure none of you even paying attention. I'm barely paying attention. I got to go to work in like 10 minutes. But whatever. So have a good day, I guess, and stuff. Cheesy endings. I'm going to hit the stop button.